Good morning, children. Children, let us start the lesson called Nutrition in Animals. In the last class also we learned about this, but about digestion in human being. About this we learn many things. Isn't it, children? So today also we are going to know more about the digestion, how it is discovered, who is discovered, and how the digestion is occur in other animals that animals eats grass. Okay. So the working of the stomach, it was discovered by a strange accident. Okay, the working of our stomach, it was discovered by a strange accident. So ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಫುಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, in 1822, a man, his name was, Alexis Saint Martin. So he was badly injured. He was badly hit by a shotgun. Okay, so ಅವನು ಇಂಜೂರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗಾಯ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ? ಸೊ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಇಂದ, ಸೊ ಗನ್ ಇಂದ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಇಂದ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅವನ ಬಾಡಿ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ 1822 a man named, so what's his name? Alex Saint Martin. So he was badly hit by a shotgun. So then the bullet had seriously damaged the chest cavity, chest wall, and made a hole in the stomach. Okay, children. So the bullet, so it had seriously damaged his chest wall. So ಅವನ ಚೆಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಗೆ, ಅವನ ಎದೆ ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ತುಂಬ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವನ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, so the bullet had seriously damaged the chest wall and made a hole in his stomach. He was brought to the American Army doctor. So his name was William Beaumont. So in 1822, so there was an accident. So a man called Alex Saint Martin. So he was badly hit by a shotgun. The bullet, so it had seriously damaged the chest wall of this man. Who's that? Alexis Saint Martin. He's a patient. Okay. So then that bullet made a hole in his stomach, and then that bullet had seriously damaged his chest wall. Okay, then that person, that means Alex Saint Martin person, is brought to an American Army doctor. What's his name? His name was William Beaumont. William Beaumont. So doctor name is William Beaumont. So doctor name was William Beaumont. So this patient is brought to this doctor. So William Beaumont saved the patient, but he couldn't close the hole properly. So he left the hole bandaged. So he bandaged it, but is not covered, he is not closed that hole properly. Okay, so but he saved the patient called Alexis Saint Martin. So the doctor saved the patient, but he could not close the hole properly and left it bandaged. So he bandaged that, but he couldn't close that hole. So William B. Mount, so what do you think? He took that opportunity to see inside the stomach. So Mount took it as a great opportunity to see the inside of the stomach through that hole. Okay. So William B. Mount is a doctor. Okay. So he took this opportunity. He took it as a great opportunity to see inside the stomach through that hole. So ಆ ಹೋಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಮೇಡ್ ಸಮ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್. So this doctor made some wonderful observations. So Mount found that after his observation, he found that the stomach was churning the food. The stomach, mixing, grinding, is stirring the food. Okay, so Mount found that the stomach was churning the food. The stomach, what's this observation? The stomach was churning the food, and then the wall of the stomach, it secretes a fluid. So he also found that wall of the stomach, it secretes a fluid, so which digests the food, which could digest the food. So what he found? He found our stomach, the stomach of this person, it churning the food, and also the wall of the stomach, it secretes a fluid. That fluid mixes with the food and it could digest the food. Okay, so he also observed. What he observed? He also observed that he observed that after. So he also observed that the end of the stomach, it opens into the intestine. Only after the digestion of the food inside the stomach is completed. Okay, what he observed? So William B. Mount observed. So what is that? The end of the stomach. The end of the stomach, it opens into the intestine. So where it opens? It opens into the intestine only after the digestion of the food inside the stomach is completed. So food stomach ಅಲ್ಲಿ digest ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಆ ಫುಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಂಟೆಸ್ಟೈನ್ಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಆ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಕ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಭಾಗ? ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಕ್, ಇಟ್ opens into the intestine only after the digestion of the food inside the stomach is completed. So okay children, so we know how the discovery of digestion is taking place. We have learned in this class, is it children? So in this information gives how the digestion is discovered, how the digestion was discovered. So let us come to the diarrhea. So children, what is diarrhea? So sometimes you may have experienced. What is you experienced? So the need to pass watery stool frequently. What is that meaning? What is that meaning? So loose motion. Sometimes you may have experienced loose motion frequently. So this condition we call as diarrhea. So diarrhea means sometimes you may have experienced ಲೂಸ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆಂಟ್ಲಿ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಲೂಸ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ condition we call as diarrhea. So the need to pass watery stools frequently. This condition we call as diarrhea. So why this happens? Why this condition is caused? Because it may be caused by the infection. So it is caused by the infection and then food poison and also due to indigestion of the food. So diarrhea is the need to pass watery stool frequently. So this condition we call as diarrhea, and then this happens. So due to the this is caused due to the infection, and then yes, poisoning food, and then indigestion, ajirana ಆದರೆ ಈ ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So it is caused due to this reason. Diarrhea is caused due to this type of reasons. And then, so it is very common. This can be seen in India. It's very common in India, especially or particularly among the children. Makkalali idana ನಾವು ಕಾಣಬಹುದು. Okay. So it is very common in our country, and it is also particularly we can see or particularly we can observe this condition in among the children. Okay, so we should not neglect the diarrhea should not be neglected. Okay children, under severe condition it can be harmful. Okay, so under severe condition ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, so it is very harmful. Okay, so that's why so ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, this is because of the excessive loss of water and salts from our body. Okay, so the diarrhea is caused, so it is caused due to infection, poisoning food and indigestion, and it is very common in our country, so particularly among children. And then so under severe condition it can be fatal or it can be harmful. So we should not neglect the diarrhea. Diarrhea should not be neglected, and this is because of excessive. Why it is fatal? Why it is harmful? So because it is because of the excessive loss of water and salts from our body. Is it? So then it causes weakness. We can't walk, we can't talk, even we can't breathe. Okay, because of this reason we should not neglect the diarrhea. Is it children? And before we taking the patient, so even before a doctor consultancy, the patient should be given plenty of boiled and cooled water with a pinch of salt and sugar that is dissolved in the water. So this is called ORS or oral rehydration solution. You understand the children? So even before the doctor consultancy, the patient should be given plenty of water, plenty of boiled cooled water with a pinch of salt and sugar dissolved in it. So this is called as oral rehydration solution, ORS. So oral rehydration solution. Okay. ಅಂದರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಂಚೆ ಈ ಓರಲ್ ರಿಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ನ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ diarrhea should not be neglected because the severe condition it is a fatal. It can be fatal or harmful. So this is why this is fatal or harmful to the patient, because excessive loss of water and salt taking place from our body. Is it? So that's why we should not neglect the diarrhea. Even before a doctor is consulted, the patient should be given the plenty of cold water with pinch of salt and sugar dissolved in it. So this is called, this solution it is called as ORS or oral rehydration solution. Okay children, so let us come to know more about digestion system of ruminants or digestion of grass eating animals. Children, have you observed grass-eating animals? For example, cows, buffaloes, and other grass-eating animals, horse, rabbit. Is it, children? So they chewing continuously. Is it? Even when they are not eating. Have you observed this situation, children? Have you observed the cows and then buffaloes or other grass-eating animals? They chewing continuously even when they are not eating the food. So actually they quickly swallow the grass. They quickly swallow the grass and it is stored in the part of the stomach. It is called as rumen. See here. So this part it is called as the rumen. So it is the part of the stomach. So here, so actually this cow or grass eating animals, they quickly swallow the grass and this grass is stored in this region. This grass is stored in a part of the stomach that is called as rumen. Okay children, see the parts of the digestive system of ruminants or grass eating animals. So this one it is called as esophagus, rumen, then yes. See a small intestine, large intestine, then cecum. So see the children, esophagus, rumen, cecum, small intestine, then large intestine. This is so these are the parts of digestive system of grass-eating animals or ruminants. So the actually the grass-eating animals, they swallow the grass and store this grass in the part of the stomach called rumen. Okay. Then here the food gets. So here in the rumen the food gets partially digested, and that type food, that partially digested food we call as curd. Partially digested food we call as curd. Okay children, so here the food gets, so in this region in the rumen the food gets partially digested and this one it is called as curd. And then so later what happens, but later the curd so remains in the mouth. Okay, it returns, so not remain, it returns. So, but later the curd returns to the mouth in small lumps. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉಂಡೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಮೌತ್. Okay, and then the animal so that chews the lower lumps or curd, and then so this process we call as ruminants, and then so that type of the animals we call as ruminants. Okay, so the process of digestion in this animals is called as rumination. And this type of the animals we call as ruminants. Okay, children. So later the curd, so it is stored in this region in the rumen. it comes or returns to the mouth, and then this animal chews that cud. Okay, and then this process we call as rumination, and this type of the animals we call as ruminates. Is it, children? So the grass, it is rich in cellulose. Cellulose is a carbohydrate. Okay, so the grass is rich in, so grass is rich in cellulose. So cellulose is a carbohydrate. So in the ruminants, like, yes, you can take cattle, deer, so etc. They have some bacteria. So it is present in the ruminant. So this bacteria digests the grass. Okay. So in ruminants, so they have ruminants like we can take cattle, buffaloes, and then deer. So these animals in this part called rumen, they have bacteria. This bacteria, they help for the digestion of the cellulose present in the grass. So in ruminants, deer, cattle, so they have bacteria. In ruminants, so in these animals called cow, cattle, okay, or buffaloes, they contain rumen. It's a part of the stomach. In this region, they have some bacteria. This bacteria digests the cellulose present in the grass. So, but many animals, including human beings, they do not contain this type of the bacteria. That's why they are not able to digest this type of the cellulose. That's why we can't digest the grass. Many animals, including human beings, cannot digest cellulose. So animals like horses, rabbit, etc. They also have large sac-like structure. See here, cat. So it is present in between the small intestine and then esophagus. So cecum is a sac-like structure. It is present between this esophagus and small intestine in the animals called horse, rabbit. So here they have some bacteria. So they digest the cellulose. So are you understand, the children? The cellulose of the grass, it is digested by the bacteria present in the cecum. Children, see here, cecum is a part. It is present between esophagus and small intestine. So this cecum, this can be seen in these ruminant animals. They have some bacteria. So this digests the grass. So it can be seen in rabbit, especially in the rabbit horse. Okay. The cellulose of the food, it is digested here by the action of bacteria which are not present in human beings. How, children, you are all understood what I explained today? So see the picture of this digestive system of ruminants. So here cecum is a part of the digestive system. It can be seen in some animals called horse and then rabbit. So this part has some bacteria. It digests the cellulose present in the grass, but it cannot be. So this type of the bacteria, it is not present in human beings. Okay, children, I hope you are all understood about the digestion in ruminants. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.